Imagine waking up tomorrow, only to discover the world has just hours left before nuclear war. It almost happened. For 13 terrifying days, every decision could have started the biggest war in human history. Inside the White House, President Kennedy faced a decision that could save America or destroy the world.
Everything changed on October 14, 1962, when an American U-2 spy plane flew over Cuba on what seemed like a routine mission.
When the photographs were developed, analysts noticed something unbelievable. Soviet nuclear missile sites were being built in Cuba.
Those missiles could reach Washington, New York, and many other American cities in just minutes. The United States suddenly faced its greatest national security threat since World War II.
The next morning, President Kennedy received the briefing. Within minutes, the White House realized this wasn't just another Cold War crisis.
To understand this crisis, we have to look through Soviet eyes. Khrushchev believed America had already surrounded the Soviet Union with nuclear missiles.
American nuclear missiles were already stationed in Turkey, only minutes away from major Soviet cities.
Khrushchev wanted balance. If America could place missiles near the Soviet Union, why couldn't the Soviet Union do the same? Secretly, Soviet cargo ships began crossing the Atlantic, carrying one of the most dangerous weapons ever built.
Everything was done in complete secrecy. The missiles were hidden, the launch sites disguised, and the world had no idea what was happening.
But the secret was finally exposed, and now President Kennedy had only three choices: attack, negotiate, or wait. Every option could start World War III. Instead of launching an immediate attack, the United States made a different move. Warships were sent to stop every Soviet ship heading toward Cuba. Now the entire world watched one terrifying question. Would the Soviet ships stop or keep moving?
One wrong move, one nervous commander, and the first shot of World War III could have been fired.
Then, something unexpected happened. The Soviet ships began slowing down. For a brief moment, it looked like disaster had been avoided. But behind the scenes, the real danger was only beginning.
Ocean. A Soviet submarine carried a weapon powerful enough to start a nuclear war, and within minutes, its commander believed the war had already begun.
Hidden beneath the Atlantic, a Soviet submarine was completely cut off from Moscow. The crew had no idea what was happening above the surface. Then explosions echoed around the submarine. The American Navy was signaling it to surface, but the crew feared the war had already begun.
Inside the submarine, tension exploded. Some officers wanted to launch a nuclear torpedo immediately, believing World War III had already started.
But one officer refused to approve the launch. He believed there was still a chance that peace had not been lost.
Instead of firing, the submarine surfaced. That single decision may have prevented a nuclear exchange that could have changed history forever.
Days later, both sides reached a secret agreement. The missiles were removed, the crisis ended, and humanity stepped back. Those 13 days remain the closest the world has ever to nuclear war.